And the Buccaneers on Thursday.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Tampa. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And at one point he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And break, the tight end's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Brady. And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the pass.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cameron Brate from 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their 1st-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Brady now on 1st down. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 27-yard pickup. So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And some room to roam now. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He's got it. Touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Suckup. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, buddy?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss, well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Fournette, a 1st down carry.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down, Brady. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. And quickly, they get to the line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football. And look how...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.